I mean, I don't even know where to begin in this. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. Because let's face it, I don't have time to look at every single comment on my videos every single day. But when I keep getting notified, you know, oh, Steel Sermon, can you please recap and comment on, you know, the Pirates losing to the Guardians, or the Pirates losing to the Giants, or the Pirates losing to the frickin' Altoona Curve? I mean, it's the same thing every single game. So seriously, what the hell do you want me to say? This is an uncensored video, by the way. I try to censor my channel, but this is uncensored right now. So, I mean, what the hell do you want me to say? Like, honestly, reviewing this team, recapping this team, it's like recapping the same bland movie script every single week with this team, or trying to summarize chimpanzees at the zoo who are having a three-way with each other and throwing shit at each other and dildoing each other with bananas. What do you want me to do? You want me to describe in detail what's going on? Or should I just be so fucking shocked that what's happening in front of me is even happening? This team is pathetic. An absolute disgrace. And I cannot stand this coaching staff at all. I really can't. So, Derek Shelton says that the youth was imminent, right? The youth was imminent. And we bring up Quinn Priester, who I'm not going to, you know, go off on him for Monday's absolutely humiliating 11-0 loss to the Cleveland Guardians on Monday night. I'm not going to go off on him, mainly because I have no expectations of him. And it was his first MLB start. Okay? But seriously, man, 6 rookies start on Monday night's game. You lose 11-0, 4 frickin' base hits all night. And they're by pretty much the same people. McCutchen, Santana, Gonzalez, and Jared Triolo. Oh, and by the way, Ke'Bryan Hayes, I didn't think this was humanly possible, but Ke'Bryan Hayes, you're both a pussy and a bitch. You really are. It's one thing if you're always injured. I mean, it's been 3 years of this with this guy. The dude's always hurt, number one. And number two, your dad's a freaking idiot as well. Well, let me tell you something, sir. If you're not happy with being in Pittsburgh, then why are you staying? You can always move from Pittsburgh, you know. Your son is making more than enough scratch to be able to spot you airfare money. After all, he's making more money than any one of us watching this video combined will ever make in our lifetime. So just move out of Pittsburgh. Get the hell out of here. And as for Ke'Bryan Hayes, you know, like I said, you're hurt again. For the millionth time in your career, you're hurt again. And instead of trying to do something about it, and instead of trying to improve yourself, you're just whining and crying like the little bitch-ass pussy that you are. I'm so done with this guy. I really am. It's funny, I made a video, what, a week ago or so, saying that, oh, the Pirates can actually improve in the second half if we just do this. Oh, the Pirates can improve in the second half if we just do that. The last time this team scored more than 4 runs in a game, the 4th of July. We had 4 base hits Monday night. And then we upgraded, we improved, yay! We improved to 5 base hits in tonight's 10-1 loss to Cleveland. The only run that we had was a Connor Joe solo home run. That's your rally? a solo home run. You're 0-5 coming out of the All-Star break, and you have scored a whopping 10 runs in 5 games. Cleveland scored 10 runs tonight. You've scored 10 runs in 5 games. You're averaging 2 runs a game. You call that an improvement? I mean, that's about as much of an improvement as, I don't know, putting a Band-Aid over a melanoma mole to help prevent and improve your cancer. This is all on Derek Shelton and Andy Haines. How these two, you know what? They don't even deserve to be called jagoffs. They're not cool enough to be jagoffs. How these two fuckwads are still in the MLB is beyond me. Because let me tell you something, guys. We will never, and I mean we will never win a fucking thing as long as Derek Shelton and Andy Haines are gone. We really won't. Because the Pirates are the epitome of insanity. What's the definition of insanity? Just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result. That's Andy Haines. His approach every single time the Pirates are at the plate. Oh, just stand there and look pretty with your bat on your shoulders and let 97-mile-an-hour fastballs whiz right down the middle of the plate and just hope that they walk you. I have never seen a team be so unaggressive at the plate in my life. I really haven't. How is this guy still in the majors? How? No one can tell me, justify me in any way that Derek Shelton deserved that extension. No one can convince me otherwise of that. I mean, who looks at this? Who looks at this offense and says, this is good, don't change anything? When you are 21-46, aka the worst record in the National League since your 20-8 start to the season, try something different. Nope. I'm going to keep changing the lineup every single night. I'm going to keep, Rodolfo Castro at second base. I'm going to keep platooning second base even though Keeper Marcano is clearly the best choice at second base. I'm going to keep Austin Hedges behind the plate. Austin Hedges is absolutely useless. And thank God he's out of the lineup. Why? Because we called up Endy Rodriguez. It's about frickin' time that we called him up. But those rookies didn't do anything during this series against Cleveland, didn't they? Austin Hedges is absolutely useless. He's about as useless as cutting a steak with a plastic knife. These guys are going to ruin these rookies that we called up. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You lose 21-1 combined in these 2 games against Cleveland. Oh, but if there's still the last game of the series on Wednesday, so we can win it and salve it. I don't even care. That don't change the fact that you still lost the series. It's funny. Because the Guardians are pretty much what the Pirates rebuild should be. Alright? I say it all the time. These 2 franchises are pretty much the same franchise. Okay? Cleveland and Pittsburgh, as cities in whole, are very similar cities. And, that's probably the biggest one of the biggest reasons why the Browns and Steelers have such a huge rivalry is because the fans always butt heads with one another because Cleveland and Pittsburgh are very similar cities. The Guardians are the rebuild that the Pirates should be having, but we're not. Okay? There's two differences between the Guardians and the Pirates. Mainly, the Guardians, they know how to manage their farm. And what I mean by that is that as unpopular as it is, trading away big-name guys like CeCe Sabathia or Cliff Lee or Grady Sizemore or Manny Ramirez or Jim Thome or Omar Vizquel, you name it. As unpopular as it might be, guess what? They trade those guys away to big markets or contenders like the Yankees, like the Red Sox, like the Dodgers, the Phillies. They can trade them away to those teams because they know they'll get a good overhaul of prospects they can plug into their farm. And eventually they can bring up a Shane Bieber or a Corey Kluber or nowadays Tristan McKenzie. What we do the complete opposite of that. We trade our prospects, our big name prospects, for pretty much nothing because we give up on them too early. We're very impatient with our prospects. Cleveland is patient with theirs because they give their prospects time to develop. And if they're like, well, this guy's working out, let's give him an extension like they did with Jose Ramirez. They give them an extension and then they trade away guys that aren't working out so well and they get more prospects in return to develop them in their farm. We trade away our big prospects and get nothing in return because we give up on them. We pretty much bring them up to the big leagues for like a dinner date. And they're like, oh, this guy's not Randy Johnson. Oh, this pitcher's not Greg Maddux. Oh, this closer's not Mariano Rivera. Oh, this guy doesn't hit like Ty Cobb. He's worthless. Let's trade him away. And what do we get in return? Cash considerations and nothing. A bunch of prospects that are my age and they have no value whatsoever. Meanwhile, the guys that we trade away develop into what they're supposed to be elsewhere. Sound familiar? I'm wearing a freaking Garrett Cole shirt for crying out loud. It's unacceptable. And it's not like, you know, the Guardians are a bad team, okay? They're a good team. They're not great, but they're good. I think they're dealing with a lot of injuries, but looking at how they played us in this year, oh my God, you would have thought it was the 90s or something. This team is just so bad. I really don't know what else to say. I can't even say, well, when O'Neal Cruz comes back next month, you know, the offense will be better. No, it won't. Because this ass clown, Andy Haines, is still the hitting coach. I should not be sitting down here saying Andy Haines is the problem of this team. Okay? You called up Andy Rodriguez. Austin Hedges serves no purpose whatsoever to this team now. Andy Rodriguez is the catcher for the future. So stop giving Austin Hedges playing time. Develop Andy Rodriguez. And if you can't have him catch for one day, put Henry Davis's ass behind home plate. The guy's a fucking catcher and outfielder for crying out loud. I mean, everything about this franchise is ass backwards. And now we're back in the basement in the NL Central where we belong. The Brewers are better than us, which we knew anyway. The Cubs are better than us, which we knew anyway. The Reds are better than us, which we knew anyway. And now guess what? The St. Louis Cardinals are better than us. But hey, we knew that anyway. But we were ahead of them for the majority of the season. But because this team just absolutely cannot hit, they're now ahead of us. 1999. That's the last time this team was better than St. Louis. 1999. Some of you watching this video weren't even born yet. It is unbelievable how bad a team can be offensively. And this offense, it's the perfect word for it. This offense is offensive. It's offensively bad. I am offended watching this offense. I mean, I'm at my wit's end. I really am. And Andrew McCutchen, just retire, dude. For real. Just retire. No other team is going to want you. You did your job in Pittsburgh. You may as well just retire. You deserve a way better send-off than this garbage. I cannot stand this coaching staff. I really can't stand it. I thought I hated Clint Hurdle and Jim Tracy and John Russell back. Oh my God. I hate Derek Shelton more. I really do. I really cannot stand this guy. Yeah, for as much crap that I gave Clint Hurdle and for all the questionable things that Clint Hurdle did, you know something? At least the Pirates made the playoffs with Clint Hurdle. And at least the offense was somewhat decent when John Russell and Jim Tracy were here. At least the offense was some sort of a threat. Derek Shelton has made this offense worse. And Andy Haines, it's like trying to douse a fire with kerosene. I really can't stand this coaching staff, man. I really can't stand it. And Bob Nutting and Ben Cherington, I'm telling you this right now. If you try to sell this fan base that these two ass clowns are the future of this coaching staff with this rebuild moving forward, I hope all Pirates season ticket holders cancel. I really do. Pirate fans, stop spending your... Actually, you know what? Not even spend. Because I spend my money on groceries to buy food in order to keep myself alive. I spend money, paying my bills. I spend money because I'm a homeowner and I need to spend money to pay off my HOAs. I spend money for my credit card bill. I spend money on jerseys or shirts that I legitimately want as a part of my discretionary. I spend money at my gym to keep my membership. I spend my money on that. Pirate fans, stop wasting your money on a lousy product that takes the field every single year that no one is proud of. Why? Why do you keep wasting your money with this? It's useless. It's pointless. Why waste all your hard-earned money when there's not a hope in hell that this team is going to improve by any iota? This rebuild is going nowhere. These two idiots are still in the coaching staff. And we continue to get tossed around by every other team in the league. I really have had it. I really have. So does that answer your question about the Pirates, guys? Because it's the same fucking thing. Game in, game out. Week in, week out. Season in, season out. I really feel bad for the pitchers on this team because every single game they have to go out there and at the back of their mind they're thinking, I can't make one mistake. I can't allow one run because if I do, or if some bozo in the infield makes an error, which the Pirates made another error tonight, by the way. If some stooge in the outfield misplays a ball, I'm going to lose because this team doesn't hit. 20 minutes in, I've ranted enough about this. Let me know what you think down in the comments. This is Steele's Sermon, checking on out for the night. May God be with you all. God help the Pirates. They fucking need it.